Famous in Love Season 2 is back, and we have so many questions. Who killed Barrett Harper? Who will Paige pick between Jake and Rainer? And does Rainer find out about Nina and his best friend Jordan hooking up? Make sure you guys stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey,
Hey.
watch it flow. It's time for the Romeo show.
Hey.
Romeo's on now. Romeo's on now. Stop what you
And for those who are listening, this is the great...
Are too young.
For those of you who are too young and do not know what this song is, that is the great Little Romeo, who is the new cast member on Famous in Love. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Famous in Love Season 2. I am so excited to be back. I am your girl, Nakia Monet. But before we start, I have my beautiful co-host with me.
What's up, y'all? It's Drew Jones. I am so excited to be here.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
And our girl Kristen, she'll be with us next week. She couldn't be here.
Yes.
She had an emergency, but we're going to kick things off. How excited are you to be here?
I am hyped. I love this show, and the second I found out I could hop on season 2, I was like, let's do it.
Well, first of all, I'm excited for you to be here, and I'm happy that this is a thing. Like, for those listening or watching, I love Drew so much, so
Right back at
we're going to
ya.
do it justice with the Famous in Love. And for those of you who are watching us live on YouTube, make sure you guys hop into the live chat and let us know what you thought about the first 2 episodes of Season 2. There was so much going on. Drew, what is your overall thoughts on, I guess, episode 1 and 2?
Oh, Lord. Well, first off, I want to wish happy birthday to Xavier Jones Jr. in the chat. That's happy birthday. Thanks for watching. Overall, this is going to be, like, I thought last season was messy, but this season's going to be messy. Like, they did not waste any time at all.
Messy boots. I will say this. You're absolutely right. Because season 1, we were talking about this earlier. They were just getting started, and they gave us all the episodes at once. So I feel like Freeform went back, and they stepped it up a little bit, because there's even a scene where we see Jake's whole booty area. And I'm like, I didn't know ABC Family, a.k.a. Freeform, started showing booty. So
Right?
I feel like Famous in Love has stepped up the drama.
They said, we grown now.
What's our new song? Messy.
Messy, drama, seduction, sexuality.
Famous in Love.
Famous in Love. And then it's like the zooming in of their faces just looking really pretty.
Just all beautiful. Well, let's get started. So, you know, Famous in Love did such a great thing. They gave us 2 brand new episodes to start the season premiere, because season 1, we were left off who killed Barrett. Is that his name? Yeah, Barrett. Yeah. We were left off with who's Paige going to pick between Jake and Rainer. And we were left off going to find out if Jordan is going to confess to his best friend Rainer that he's been sleeping with his mom. All right. So when episode 1 first starts, we see, I guess our first question is answered, because we see the beautiful Paige on a beach, rolling around, shooting a movie.
Yeah. Well, first off, I see her rolling. I was like, now who's this white boy? Who is this new person?
At first, were you like, is that Bella or is that Paige? Because she looked like herself.
It was very Bella-esque, and I was like, what's going on here? And then then Cassie, played by Georgie, shoots her, and I was like, did I miss something?
Right. Because when we left season 1, I was going to say Georgie, Cassie then tells her homegirl, hey, I just got a brand new commercial gig. So when I see Cassie pull up, I'm like, wait, are they all acting together?
Yeah.
And then we see Jake is directing them in a movie. How did you feel about that? What did you think about that?
You know what? I am not mad at her picking Jake. I'm not.
Really?
I'm not. Like, honestly, I don't think I would have been mad either way, because I like both characters and what they do for Paige in different ways. So I think I was going to be content either way. But I think it was good that she went with Jake. Jake has been there through thick and thin, you know, before the fame, before whatever. And I like that they're making movie magic together.
I love it because it's so romantic. It's got, first of all, I feel like Jake, he looks like James Van Der Beek, so it's giving me like Dawson Creek feels.
Yeah.
But I think it's very romantic. You go to your first love, and this is the guy who's your best friend, and I don't know, I've always had a thing for her and Jake.
Yeah.
So I was actually really excited that she picked Jake, but the people were not excited because they have a hashtag Paige sucks. They didn't want to ship them together. And speaking about ship, you guys have an amazing Freeform ship show.
I did, yeah. Well, not just me, but you know, a whole group of people. We do, and Jordan and Tangi are actually on this season of Duty Ship. So if you want to, you know, root for them.
Well, that's a good prediction, because I would love to see going forward, will they actually be a thing, because we see a lot going on. All right, so Paige didn't pick Rainer. She's getting cuddly with Jake, but we find our guy Rainer in rehab. And we see him in rehab. Right, quote unquote rehab. We're doing the air quotes. But in rehab, he's getting cuddly and cozy with someone new.
Yes, Miss Harper, who I was already like, I was like, isn't that the girl from the originals?
Right.
She's a witch. But yeah, rubbing up some sunscreen because skincare is important. And they're just doing the thing. He looks perfectly healthy to me. But go off.
Having a lot of sex in rehab, getting his stress out, doing a lot of yoga.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, that's a good thing? So say we didn't see the end of the show yet. So as we're watching it, according to Paige, she didn't even tell Rainer that she picked Jake yet.
Yeah.
So do you think that was like a good thing for him to just jump into rehab, meet a new girl, and just start having sex?
Well, they didn't hook up until after she got out because he tried to make out with her. She said she wanted to do rehab right this time.
Yep.
And I was like, and that actually made me like her. I was like, okay, respect. I think Rainer's thing is Rainer has daddy issues for sure, but he also has mommy issues, which are, that's a lot. And I think he needs to be okay on his own. And I don't think he knows how to. And I don't think he's not willing to just face the facts that like he has a drinking problem and he's hurt by Paige and blah, blah, blah. So he is just like crawling up under someone. But I'm not really mad. So far, I like Harper. I'm not mad at Harper.
I like her too. At the beginning, they didn't really give us a name for her.
Yeah.
So I was like mysterious hot girl by the pool. But I actually like her intentions because you can see that she's actually really positive, and she comes from I guess a famous family herself.
She's a childhood star who she kind of, I feel like she's like the Drew Barrymore of like the show.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, and Drew Barrymore's like dope now.
I love her. And your name's Drew.
Yeah, I was named after her, so
everything Drew is just
she's great.
Perfect. So,
so yeah, I feel like, it'll come together. I don't know.
No, I agree. I like her, and I like I like her being positive, and I like her being around Rainer because he needs that, especially everything that he's about to find out. It's like the things you thought he knew was bad enough, but he's about to get a lot of bad news.
Yeah, because what's wild is he doesn't even know about the Jordan and Nina thing yet. Like, this is solely based off of getting rejected from Paige and then finding out that the head of the studio that he's working for is his dad.
Isn't that crazy? So for him already, your mom has lied to you your whole entire life. Now you're about to find out your best friend, your brother, is lying to you. That's insane. But speaking about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go off.
I was going to say, speaking about not lying to you, us at AFTERBUZZ, we have a special present for you guys.
Yes, we do. If you are trying to prevent yourself from being a Rainer, you should. Have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life. For those who do, we've got a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AFTERBUZZ TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life. From health and wellness to career and relationships, finances, and more, let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Nakia,
yes, because if it's free,
it's for me.
Okay.
Be sure to rate and comment, and when you do, let Maria know that it was us, right here, the Famous in Love panel, that sent you there. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition, to check it out.
Yes. It's really good. I was listening to it over the weekend. We love Maria.
We do.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving, and she's such a great person.
She really is like the big sister that you've always wanted. She's fantastic.
And I always say #facts.
Facts. Big facts.
Speaking about facts and not getting things straight and things just going awry in their life, we see Nina. The cause of all Rainer's drama. So Nina has a lot going on. She's watching the news and she finds out that her old receptionist killed the journalist. Is it Harper? Barrett Harper. I keep getting his name confused.
Black Perez Hilton.
Black Perez Hilton. Black British Perez Hilton.
Yes.
So she finds out that which is really mysterious.
I'm not buying it.
I was about to say, are you buying that?
No, I'm not sure who it is yet, but I'm not buying that that's who it is. I think that's the fall. I think maybe, I don't know. I just don't think it's the assistant.
I don't either, because we see in season 1 that she was already plotting against Nina. So I feel like now she's working with someone. She could be working with Nina because Nina is low-key shady.
Facts.
So Nina, like Nina said, if she doesn't have control in her life or control of something, she's losing her mind. So her son won't talk to her anymore. Her former assistant then killed the Black Perez Hilton. Her baby lover boo, Jordan, she's watching on TV, and he's living his best life / lie. He's still living the lie that his parents are dead. And then she finds out that Paige is shooting a movie with Jake and not her son Rainer.
She shut that down real quick.
One thing I want to say about Nina, she's the type of person you love to hate her because she's such a boss, but she has such, I don't know. What is it about Nina?
I don't know, but Nina reminds me of, what is her name on Unreal? She reminds me of that main producer on Unreal who just they both have the same haircut and everything. And I love it because they're just so extra and rude and like, just very like they're bosses, you know, like they get it done how they need to get it done. But I like that Nina, despite doing all that she needs to do, still, you know, has Rainer's best interest at heart.
Yes, she does.
Because she could have been like, listen, we're gonna sue you if you don't come and finish this movie. But she's like, nah, this is my baby. I'll go down.
So do you think it was shady of her to call Paige out like that and say, look, you are on this contract, you cannot film anything else? Or do you think this was just her being petty because she wanted Paige to pretty much do her job and get her son together?
On the one hand, I'm like, it is kind of petty. But on the other hand, if I put myself in Nina's position, it's like you're not at fault for Rainer having issues because like he had them long before you, but you are kind of the one who set this off.
Yeah.
Because we can't act like Paige was innocent. Paige was playing both sides.
She was.
You are the one who set this off, and now not only is my job in jeopardy, but so is yours. So are these 300 people, these 300 crew members. So is everyone. And like you're just over here all willy-nilly playing, you know, honeymoon with your new boo. Like, nah.
You gonna suffer.
Yeah, if we suffering, you suffering.
You gonna suffer with us. Speaking about suffering, one of my favorite people from last season, my girl Alexis.
Alexalicious.
Alexalicious. So we come back. It's 2 months after, you know, Raina goes to rehab and everything has been pretty much shut down. So a lot of people have to make their way and make money. And Alexis teamed up with someone I didn't think she would team up with, Mama Ida, Tangi's mother, to be her manager. And now Ida kind of got her a deal to be on this reality show, Alexalicious. How are we feeling about Alexis and her reality show? And even working with Ida?
First off, hate the name Alexalicious. Burn it, trash it, eat it up, vomit it. I hate it. Don't want to deal with it. That being said, I kind of love Alexis as a reality star. She's like, I don't know. I
love it.
It's very Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, Simple Life.
Yes.
Like that's the type of reality it is for me, and I really enjoy that.
I miss that.
But I just think it's weird that I get that Ida and Tangi have a strained relationship, but I think it's very weird that like Tangi's her album just flopped. She's over here struggling, and like her mom is just like doesn't really care at all.
At all. And that's, you know what's crazy and what I love about Famous to Love, because they kind of give you the insight to pretty much quote unquote Hollywood, because they show you like even with family, even with blood, like Ida said, it's either friends or fame. And her own daughter
just like she's just like nah, like I can't wrap the parent and child relationships on this show are truly crazy. It makes me want to call my mom and be like, you know what, you don't answer the phone when I need you to, but I love you, lady.
Yeah, it's really backwards, but it actually does show you, because you brought up Drew Barrymore earlier, and it shows you, because even with her and her mother, they had a very strange relationship when she was growing up. So it just shows you the type of things people would do for fame and to be famous, I guess you can say. But I was actually shocked to see Ida. I wasn't shocked to see Ida doing what she was doing, because she is low-key shady, but I was actually shocked that Alexis would team up with her best friend's mother, who she's not getting along with.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting. Speaking about interesting, we kind of meet, well, both episodes, we meet a lot of new characters. So we have a lot of new people that's jumping in from other episodes, and we meet a young lady named Joni. Now, I have special feelings about Joni. So for those who don't know who Joni is, Paige meets with her male lawyers to kind of go over her contract, because Nina tells her, look, you were stuck in this contract. You are committed. I own you. So Paige wants to understand what's going on. She meets with her male lawyers, and she feels like the male lawyers are kind of, I was going to say the S word. shitting on Joni. She feels bad for Joni. She fires the lawyers and she hires Joni to be her agent.
After they just have to completely degrade Joni. And at first I'm like, yeah, girl power. But there's something weird about Joni. That should be a movie.
Something weird about Joni. Yes, I was going to ask. So do you think it's a case of Joni just doing her job really well, or she is single white female?
I think she's single white female a little bit.
It's a little scary.
Especially we can talk about it later on, but just some of her altercations with important people in Paige's life and how she gets on the defense. I'm like, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you close.
She has crazy eyes. Like, she's very pretty, but she has those crazy eyes.
Yeah. Like, I get the feeling she's the type of person that wants to be famous as well, and she wants someone spot like Paige, and she's willing to do anything. So it's confusing because at first when we first met, I was like, yes, girl, do your thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, Paige, I don't know. You need to watch your back.
Real quick, though, can we just bring up that Jordan was on The Real? Because that had me 50 Shades of Dead.
First of all, anything that Keith Power does is amazing. So let's just clap it up for Keith Power.
We're like, yes, amazing, wonderful, never been done before.
You're beautiful. Anything he does, we're just gonna love it.
For the culture, always.
And we love Jordan. And speaking about Jordan, so Jordan's on The Real. He's on this like a tour pretty much because he wants to get this Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
Because he just won the Golden Globe. He gives this beautiful speech about how mommy and daddy are dead.
Yeah.
AKA, we know that that's not the truth.
That's not true. He has Jeannie Mae and
Adrienne Balan.
Yes. I was like, come on, cheetah girl acting, let's go.
He had me eating out the palm of his hand.
I know. I was like, this is acting, this is fake, but yes, here for it.
But it's like Jordan has kind of turned over a new leaf because he loves his best friend Raina and he wants Raina to know the truth. And he is willing to let him know, I slept with your mother.
I put it down on your mom.
So do you think it was a good idea? Like, if you're in that situation, what do? Your best friend's in rehab and you really want him or her to know the truth. Are you going to rehab or are you waiting for them to come out of rehab?
He said that he wanted to tell him while he was still in a safe place. And I respected that because I feel like rehab is the safest place to possibly tell Rainer because Rainer has all of the support and like tools that he needs to get through that. And that's obviously something that's huge. You just found out that this dude that you've kind of known your entire life is your daddy. And now you're finding out that your best friend is doing the horizontal tango with your mom.
Your lying mom.
With your lying mom. Like,
that's like, tough. I don't know what I would do.
I'm trying to put myself in Rainer's shoes, and I'm like, for those of you who can't see, my best friend's sitting in the studio with us right now, and I'm looking at her like, if she would have done anything like this, it would have, don't wiggle your eyebrows, it would have been pause on site, except I can't fight, so it would have not
because it's like, is he gonna start murdering people, start doing drugs? That's
like,
tough.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, so that's why I know for Jordan that has to be tough because you're like, do I tell him before he finds out? While he's in rehab, or do I wait until he gets out? But then he's gonna find. It's too much.
Yeah, he's gonna find out some way, somehow. Because apparently everyone knows. Because Alan knows.
The whole world pretty much knows.
Yeah. So it's like, ugh, I don't know.
Oh man. Speaking about we don't know. So the crew shows up to Alexis's premiere because her brand new reality show, Alexilicious. Am I saying that right? Alexalicious.
If you say it fast enough, it sounds right no matter what.
Alexalicious.
Bam.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Okay. Say it 3 times, Alexis will pop up. Alexalicious.
She's not here yet, but it's fine.
So Alexalicious has her premiere, and all the cast from Lock shows up. Everyone's there, and we are introduced to Little Romeo, aka Pablo Money.
I was like, okay, Kanye West knockoff, let's get it.
But were we here for him with no shirt on?
I'm always here for Little Romeo. Listen, had a crush on him when I was 12. Have a crush on him now as a grown woman, so not mad at it.
So shout out to Little Romeo for being on the episode, and we do see he's performing at this premiere, and he's kind of performing at the right time because poor little Tangi is there. She feels lost. Jordan is watching her from the side because he wants that old thing back, but she kind of wants to be on the inside with her mom and Alexis because even though she's not really feeling her mom, she's seeing the attention that Alexis is getting.
Yeah.
So she's kind of wandering the party a little lonely, and then it's like a love story. The seas part. And here goes Pablo Money, a.k.a. Little Romeo. He calls her to come on stage and to sing her one-hit wonder. How are you feeling about Tangi singing with Little Romeo and grinding up on him?
First off, I was like, well, this guy sensual real quick. But I'm not, like, mad at it, I guess. I don't know. Because I like Jordan and Tangi together, but then I have to put myself in Tangi's shoes. And if I found out, again, that my boyfriend was getting freaky deaky with my ex-boyfriend's mother.
This is a lot.
This is some Days of Our Lives type-ish.
I see why people in Hollywood do the things that they do.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way. And I mean, you know, he sees her, he calls her out. She probably feels special. I'm not mad at it. I'm going to hold out. I don't know his personality yet, but he seems cute so far.
He seems really cute. And from reading online, he's supposed to be a new producer and songwriter, and Tangi needs that hit. So we could do this for predictions, but I see a little steaminess going on.
I'm kind of hoping she doesn't stick with the country thing because, like, while I'm all for, you know, black women breaking barriers, I just am not a country fan.
You don't want to see her yodeling like the little boy in Walmart?
No. No. I want some Tina Turner type.
And Pablo Money does reference Tina Turner.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with those two. And speaking about, okay, so this episode, there was a lot of sex on both episodes. A lot of making out, a lot of sweat. What did you say, Drew? So when we seen Paige and Jake getting busy and getting it on.
I was like, why are they so sweaty? I was like, y'all go to Wet and Wild? What is happening?
They are super sweaty. So my question for you is, so we know they started off as really good friends, like best friends.
Yeah.
And now they're a couple.
Yeah.
Is that awkward? Like, have you ever been in a relationship with someone you've been really good friends with?
I've had really good friends where we're like, should we go there? And then we're like, nah. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I also have never, no offense to my guy friends, but none of my guy friends look like Jake. So I feel like, you know, different strokes for different folks. It might have been a different story had they looked like him and I lived with them.
Or Jordan, I'm just saying.
And they were, you know, down with this brown. Like, it might have been a different story. Yeah.
It's very interesting because I always wonder, like, when people date their friends, can they come back from that if they break up? Like, can y'all still be homies and kick it with each other?
I don't know, maybe. I have, like, friends, or I have exes who I'm friends with now.
Same. I think I'm friends with all my exes. Hi, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Famous in Love. Hi to all my exes and Drew's exes. We are a mess. So speaking about a hot mess, so our guy, Raina, checks himself out of rehab. So we think everything is going good. Everything is going great. But while he's checking himself out of rehab, Tangi and Alexis have a beautiful best friend moment. Tangi opens up to her best friend and she tells her a really deep, dark secret that has been killing her. And she says, Alexis, this stays between us.
And as soon as she said that, I literally said, it's not staying between y'all. That's not how this is going to work.
That's not how this works on television.
No.
When you first peeped the camera, did you think that Alexis did that purposely or...
When I first peeped, I didn't think... It was too secretive looking for me to think that Alexis did it. When I first peeped the camera, I thought to myself, how long's that been in your room, girl?
Because I did say that's uncomfortable because what if I'm doing alone things with myself alone and you watching...
What if I'm having me time?
Me time and you're watching my private moments.
Or I'm having we time. You know what I'm saying?
And your producer is watching your me and we time.
My best friend's mom.
Hello. It gets really awkward. Famous in Love is super awkward. So I assumed that it was Alexis that was setting her up. So I was a little shocked when Alexis had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's what brings us into episode 2. So they leave us on episode 1 with Raina getting out. He's out of rehab. And now episode 2 opens. He's actually back home. Yeah. But Jordan doesn't know he's back home. And Jordan is surprised by the beautiful Harper in the shower naked.
What's up with they get naked so quick on this show. And I'm not mad at it because all y'all fine. But like...
Hello.
I'm just like, y'all just be ripping your clothes off like that?
I'm just saying.
That's what pretty people do?
Because we seen Jordan in his undies, Jake's booty, Harper naked. There's a lot of nakedness on Famous in Love season 2.
For days.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Pro cheeks.
Pro cheeks. But speaking about being here for it, so our guy Rainer is now back home. He has Harper on his side, but he's trying to stay sober. He's at home. He's reading magazines. He's reading books. And he does the one thing that he should have never done. He picks up that cell phone and he Googles Paige.
How many times have you done that?
I was going to say, do we Google an ex or a crush? I have.
I did it before we walked in here.
Wait, you did?
I did. I was like, guys, look at his Instagram.
Not gonna lie, I have looked up some IGs and I have Googled a crush or an ex. I'm like, what are they doing?
What are you up to?
What you doing? But if you're on their IG, you have to be careful not to touch any photo. Whew. So you have to screenshot before you show your friend. Or is this just me?
No, I feel you. What? It's gonna be the worst day of life when Instagram notifies people that you're screenshotting their
Oh my
photos.
God. My friends are gonna they're gonna know I'm a stalker. I'm stalking everybody, but I'm a low-key stalker. I'm not like Joni, Paige's new agent.
Potential
Single white female
Yes.
stalker, which is a really great movie. But yeah, he's Googling his ex, but we also see that Paige is Googling Rainer because now she finds out that he's out of rehab.
Yeah.
So do you think, okay, so she's with Jake and she's madly in love. This is her first crush, but you know, Rainer is someone who she developed feelings for. So do you think there still can be like a potential for Rainer? How you feeling over there?
Yes, because here's the thing. Jake and Rainer, there's no loyalty between Jake and Rainer. They're not friends. They've never been friends. So even if the Jake and Paige thing goes downhill, it's not like Rainer's going to be like, oh, let me not try to hop on that because of my boy Jake. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, and there was something there, and I think he said worse things to her before. So, and Paige seems to just like people that just like come for her throat.
Because Paige just wants to pout all day with her beautiful pouty lips.
So I think it's still gonna be a thing. I
want it to be a thing.
Because I want to see both sides.
Yeah.
I want Rainer cheeks.
Yes. We got Jake's cheeks. Now I want to see Rainer because Rainer is hot.
Yeah. He's like hot. He has like that hot serial killer look.
You said he looked like a serial killer.
Yeah, but like in a hot way.
A hot serial killer. Not an ugly serial killer. A hot serial killer.
Yeah. Like I think if the serial killers of U.S. history looked like Rainer,
it would be fine.
They get more done.
They'd never go to jail. I'm just saying. Speaking about weird and mysterious, we end up seeing Vagihydrate. Our girl Cassie has a brand new commercial, but our girl Cassie is doing big things. She's acting, but she's in a Vagihydrate commercial. So a question for you, because we're all in LA and we're all doing our acting thing and we all are taking gigs.
Yeah.
To get on, would you take a gig like that or would you wait for your big break?
I haven't taken a gig like that, but I've taken a gig that I literally didn't want to show anyone. And it was like, it was a makeup commercial and they had it set up. It was with Kristen Cavallari from The Hills.
Yes.
And they made me down, so I looked a lot worse than I really actually looked. And then they gave me a makeover, and then they put me on a date. It was all scripted, but they put me on a date with this guy who was like twice my age as an actor. And then like after, he's like, "Want to go on a date?" And I was like, "No."
Can we find this? Because I want to see it. Those in the chat who wants to see it, hashtag
no.
Okay, Drew.
Never in life. But it paid amazingly and it helped me find my first agent. So
and see, look at that. So I feel like Cassie can do her Vagihydrate and come a long way. But she did say people call her the itchy vagina girl.
Itchy, yeah.
So but if you look at it, there's a lot of people who do these commercials and a lot of people know them from their commercials.
Like Flo.
I was going to say just like Flo. They go on to do bigger and better things, but not better, but they do other things and it's kind of like they still know you from that one thing. So episode 2, there was just so much going on. It's like... So Jake also finds out that Rainer is out of rehab and Jake is starting to get jealous a little bit. And which kind of makes me sad because I'm like, Jake, you're supposed to be that boyfriend. You're not supposed to show these signs.
The thing we liked about Jake was that he was secure in who he was. And like, y'all are too early in this relationship for you to be wilding out like this. And I mean, he kind of redeems himself later on, but like, I was just like, okay, we get it. You're a writer, you're a director. Like, you're not in front of the camera, so you don't care. But this is Hollywood, baby.
Yes.
And you got to roll with the big dogs.
But do you feel like he was being dramatic? Because here you have your girlfriend who is in this big movie, and you knew she was in this movie, and she was taking a break. And, yeah, she may not be able to do 2 at once. Now the movie's coming back. So as a partner, do you say, boo, do your thing? I'm going to cast a different person? Or are you, like, super upset like Jake was? Do you think he was overly dramatic? And do you think pigtails will be in the picture?
I want to know where this money is coming from. Yeah. Because if it's coming out of Paige's pocket, which I have a feeling it is, you don't get to be mad, okay? Buddy,
let them know.
You don't. Because I remember what it was like to be in college, and you don't have money. So I know for a fact it's not coming out of your pocket, and you can't be acting real crazy. Also, this was the gig that got... Her gig is the reason that your film got picked up in the first place. Like, your script got picked up in the first place.
So you guys are looking at houses.
Yeah, that she's trying to build a life with you, and you're just getting like butthurt over a film. And I understand having a project that you're very passionate about and you want to get it done, But, like, she's okay with you. I mean, she's bummed, obviously, but she's okay with you recasting because she understands the vision and that it's something you want to do. And you're, like, getting mad at her for pursuing her dream.
Her dream. And you're supposed to be supportive. And I just feel like him doing that is just going to push her far away and closer into Rainer's hot arms. Yeah. I'm just saying, which we kind of do want to see that.
We do.
But, you know, Jake is going off on a tangent, and I do feel like they're speaking about buying this house, but she's still not really making the money because the movie's on pause.
I'm like, how much is she getting paid? First off. Second of all, how much is she getting paid?
Okay.
Like, I just need to know. Because I'm like...
It's a lot.
Because I have friends who have been in, like, you know, films or whatever, and they've had good roles and whatnot, and I'm like, they're not balling like that. Like, that's not how it works.
So I'm interested.
Are you balling?
I'm not at all.
I'm not balling.
I'm homeless. I'm broke. So
Same.
I live here. I'm not balling at all.
We live in the studio.
I live in this studio.
We have pillows and blankets under the desk.
This studio has adopted me. We sleep here when the lights go off. So I don't know how they're balling on the budget right now. But do your thing. Do your thing, Paige and Jake. Speaking about doing their thing, Locked is officially back and the movie is on because Raina has agreed he will do the movie because his beautiful new girlfriend, Harper, kind of talks him into doing it for the greater good for himself and for the crew and the other cast members.
Do you feel like, and maybe this is just me being a pessimist, but
I love it though.
Do you feel like she maybe wanted him, there's like some type of
I feel like there's an yes,
motive?
I do.
I can't speak. Ulterior motive for her wanting him to be back on Locked?
Yes, I do, because she's also a child star from My Secret Diary, and I want to find the good in her, but I do also think there's an ulterior motive, and I don't know if she's going to use Raina to kind of get back into Hollywood, so we're going to be looking at Harper.
We watching you.
We watching you, Harper. But in the meantime, I know Nina would be grateful because now her son is back, but he tells his mama, I'm doing this, but I will no longer work with you after this. Nina's like, great. They have their Facebook event. The whole cast comes together. But one person wasn't invited in, and that was Miss Alexis, because Nina said her reality cameras could not come in. So when her and Nina were going head to head back and forth, did you say to yourself, this girl Alexis is going to do something really, really bad?
Kind of. I honestly didn't see it in my mind going the way it did, which I like. I like that they surprised me. I just thought it was just like a funny moment of like, oh, Alexis, she's so crazy, reality star, and like, oh, that's so Nina. I didn't expect it to be like, and Nina's a child predator. Like, that was the most.
That was emotional.
I was like, oh.
She took it there. We
going there.
She said Nina needs to be in jail.
I forgot that Jordan was 16 when this started. And that's just nasty.
It's nasty. But not to defend Nina, Jordan did lie about his age.
True.
So, but 18 is still nasty, Nina.
18 compared to Nina's 40.
We'll give her 40.
We'll give her 40. That's still an age difference. I get freaked out when 21-year-olds try to hit on me.
I think I'm about to be on my Black China and get me an 18-year-old. Well, actually 21. 18's way too young.
I was going to say, you can't get in the club
I can't go to the bar with an 18-year-old. You have to be at least 21. But you're right. I think for a 40-year-old woman with an 18-year-old, your son is the same age as this kid. Yeah. Like, it's a lot.
I was going to say, that's the other thing. Your son's, like, roughly the same age. Like, I have siblings, like I have brothers who are very close in age to me, and like if I know a guy is their age, I instantly like.
I was gonna say, like, even my little cousin or my little brothers, like their friends would try to. I'm like, ew, you guys are gross. You guys are babies. Like, stop. So for Nina, a mom, I mean, Jordan is hot. No,
but like your son, who's the same age, came out of you.
You gave birth to a boy 18 years.
Yeah, like I'm like Nina, girl, I get it. He's a snack, but girl, why can't you find like a snack like?
Because you see men her age like Alan.
Alan's fine. Alan is
But Alan's on his third wife. He, you know, I think Nina.
But I don't think Nina. I don't know.
But Nina likes control. I think that's why she goes for the young babies, because she must control.
Robinson.
And she wants to do the whole I'm saving Jordan. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna go.
Saving Jordan.
Speaking about being saved, it looks like Paige is trying to save her relationship with Rainer. She's at least trying to have a conversation with him, and they go head to head, toe to toe with this emotional scene.
I was triggered by
PTSD.
This scene. I was like,
whoa.
Suddenly, like, the room started spinning, and
He told her that was acting. There is no closure when you've never had anything with anyone. Was your heart breaking? Because I was pissed.
I just instantly want to start texting people and be like, you know what? You were never about that life. No,
Ever.
It was a trigger for sure. Because I was like, first of all, don't be acting like you didn't like her, little boy. Okay, you were all on the Paige train.
You still Googled her.
You Googled her. You Googled her.
That broke my heart.
It did. Because I was like, I get that you're hurt. But, men, I wish we could zoom in this camera so you could get how serious I'm being. We gotta let you express your feelings in a healthy way.
I agree.
Because this garbage y'all are spewing, not on my watch. Not on my watch. It needs to stop.
It needs to stop. And Raina didn't have on any socks, and he was pissed, and he hurt my feelings.
No socks, no Paige, no dignity.
He's hurt. But have you ever had a moment where you're hurt and you say really hurtful things when you're hurt to get back at the person?
I'm just a crier. I just start crying.
Well, I'm queen of petty, so I've done that where I've said some really hurtful things. I didn't mean it, but I wanted to stab you in the heart with my words.
I just want you to see that you've made me sad, and I want you to feel sad based off of that.
And speaking about sad, we spoke about this earlier, but our girl Alexis just goes for the cutthroat and she blows Nina's spot up on the camera.
Girl.
So, you know, this brings us to predictions.
Well, before we go into predictions, I want to say real quick, this is really, obviously, like, Nina kind of sucks, whatever, but this blow up is going to suck for me, personally, because I really like where Jordan's going right now. I feel like Jordan's so solid. We see him, like, you know, with, like, we see Rainer kind of almost relapse, and Jordan is like, you know what, dude, it's late.
He's living his best life.
He's just trying to help out his boy, and Jordan's, like, skyrocketing. He's on the Oscar noms and all that, and, like, he literally, like, stops going to the volunteer thing to be a homie, and I'm interested to see about him and Marisol, because I feel like the whole regular schmegular girl with a heart of gold,
hubbing with the kids, and you know him and Tangi are not a thing anymore. Yeah, so he's now looking for. I'm
interested to see that, but I just don't want anything bad to happen to
I know, because I love their brotherhood, and Jordan is definitely stepping it up, but it's going to suck because now the whole world is about to find out this big secret.
Yeah.
And okay, now for predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Keep wiggling my finger so you don't notice the fact I broke 2 nails today.
I didn't even peep that. Would you like to start off with the predictions for the next episode?
Yeah.
Everything you've seen.
Predict 1, I'm going to get my nails fixed tomorrow. I think, oh man, I'm trying to figure out even where to start. Tangi and Pablo, going to be a thing. I want to see Cassie and Adam because I really liked them last season, and he got mentioned, so it's good to know that they're still together and still living together. So I want to see that dynamic. I think the Paige and Rainer thing is going to get hard and steamy just because the only scenes they have left are love scenes. And as much as I understand the acting, you know, you get past it. Paige is still new to acting, and Rainer looks like that. And so I'm just like not buying it.
Hot serial killer.
And this Jordan and Nina thing's obviously gonna blow up, and so I'm nervous because I don't want Rainer to relapse because I feel like Jordan really is one of the only ones he can really lean on. And it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be really bad. I think Rainer and Paige are gonna do their little love scenes, but I do think Jake is gonna be a little occupied with the new female that's on the show, the new little actress, because you can tell that he was kind of attracted to her. So I think that's gonna be a storyline. Like, I don't know if Paige is gonna go Rainer and Jake is gonna go for the new girl, Verna.
Oh yeah,
the waitress.
I like her.
I like her too. I like her two pigtails.
She was on Heart of Dixie.
Yes. So I'm interested to see that. I do think that Rainer is going to definitely find out, and he's going to go off the deep end. But I also think what's going to be the blow is this new Harper girl. Like, everything looks great, but I think that she's out for something.
Yeah, something's weird there.
So that's going to be bad. I would love to see our girl Nina and her baby daddy Alan hook up some more.
Yeah.
I like that little relationship.
Here for that. Let's get mom and dad back together.
I like that. But I do think Tangi is going to come for Alexis because Tangi did not know that she was being exposed and that she was being recorded. But I do think that Alexis is going to be on another level with her reality show. So I would like to see where that goes.
Has Alexis officially come out? Like, is she officially out in the?
She did a press conference, her fake little press conference,
That's right.
and she's like, when the fake sex tape got released, season 1. Even though she released that, she's like, "Oh, I don't have a title. I'm fluid. I'm bi."
That's
so
right,
the
that's
world
right,
already
that's right.
knows that
I was gonna say
all her skeletons are out.
I feel like Tangi's gonna retaliate in some petty way.
It's gonna be a war, and it's like Tangi. I think Tangi's gonna beef with her mom and Alexis, and then it's gonna be here and here. But I think it's gonna leave our girl Paige a little confused. And yes, I would love to see Cass and her boo Adam. And shout out to Adam Tom. He was one of our guests season 1, so hopefully he can come back for season 2, and we get the cast.
You know, we might have something.
We might get a little shine. Before we go, but speaking of a little something, we got a little news and gossip.
Yes, we do.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Right on point. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Steven, in the booth. So speaking about our girl Nina, Perry Reeves, the one who plays Nina, 47, her and her husband just gave birth to their daughter Phoenix 5 months ago.
I love that. That's my goddaughter's name. She looks amazing.
Hello, her body?
Sickening.
She just gave birth to a baby in October. Like, I know they filmed they recently were just filming, because if you follow Keith Powers on Snapchat or on Instagram, he was showing them filming.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if she gave birth 5 months ago and she looks like that, or if she was pregnant.
She was pregnant in 47. I am 26 and I've never had a child. And I feel the need to go to the gym.
I'm ashamed of myself. So as you guys all seen, if you watched episode 1 and 2, there were a lot of guest stars on these episodes. So we got our guy Romeo Miller, Little Romeo, who plays Pablo Money. As Drew mentioned before, we had a lot of people from Disney. So we got Sophia Carson from the Disney Channel on Descendants. Allie Brooke from Fifth Harmony is going to be on there. Danielle Campbell from Starstruck. Claudia Lee from The Heart of Dixie. That's Verna with the 2 pigtails.
Loved it.
Janice Valdez from Criminal Minds. And I believe that's it for all the guest stars.
That's some good people too. Like,
that's a lot. I like that.
Yeah, those are some good actors and actresses. So I'm hyped about seeing them, because we didn't see all of them tonight, but I'm hyped to see, you know.
Yeah, I'm hyped to see Allie from Fifth Harmony.
I'm happy to see Sophia Carson, because from what I've read, she's going to be a troublemaker. Ooh. And I just think, let's just keep throwing wrenches in this machine.
Let's just come for the trouble.
Yeah.
Speaking about trouble, on St. Patrick's Day, do you remember the Leprechaun, that scary movie with the crazy leprechaun?
Oh, yes.
So the Leprechaun movies are returning. It's called Leprechaun Returns, and our girl Peppy, who plays Tangi, will be in the movie Leprechaun Returns. Isn't that awesome, though? I remember the first time seeing the Leprechaun movie, I was super, like, remember the cereal Lucky Charms?
Yes.
I thought that he was the same.
He was sus.
I'm just saying. I was scared to look at the box. Our girl Bella Thorne, you got to give it up for Bella Thorne, but she made an announcement on social media. You know, when people make these announcements, it's pretty big. On April Fool's Day, though, she did say she was taking a break from social media. So she didn't come out to say if it was a joke or not. Do you think she was joking, or do you think it had something to do? Because she did an article and she was talking about how people online slut shame her. She recently came on and said how she was sexually abused and people were shaming her for that. So she said she just wanted to take a break from social media.
You know what? Bella Thorne's someone who definitely shares a lot of her life on social media, and that's something I think is kind of cool about her, because I know her fans feel very connected to her, and I feel like she has a really good relationship with them. I think when you are consistently having people that you don't even know come at you that hard for just like living your truth, I think you have to take a break. And so I applaud her for taking a break, because social media is addicting.
It is.
And
it's dangerous.
It can get to you. I know, like, even sometimes I have to be like, whoa.
I need to fall back.
Take a step back. So I don't know if it's real or not. If it is real, I hope I hope she gets the peace and, like, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Bella Thorne, because she's only 20, and I love that she already knows herself. She came out as bi. She already told a story that she was sexually assaulted. So for a young girl to come out and admit that and know herself, I give it to her. So we're sending our love and prayers out to you, Bella. And speaking about peace, we're wrapping it up, girl. Drew, tell the world where they can find you at on social media.
You guys can find me on all the things at OKDrewJ. Guys, if you want to root for Famous and Love's Jordan and Tangi, they are on Do You Ship? It's a new show on AfterBuzz TV. You can catch us on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. This week it's going to be Barry and Iris from The Flash versus Stranger Things, Jonathan, and Nancy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And guys, I'm Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And for AfterBuzz TV, you can find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Make sure you follow. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, and you can subscribe on iTunes as well. You can find us on Twitter. You can add us. And for the Famous and Love fans, hit us in the chat and let us know what you guys thought about the first 2 episodes. Thank you guys. It's been real, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.